Hey everyone, this is Guru Neil here in downtown Abacoa at Rising Sun Martial Arts. We just got in this morning. My wife is doing a little bit of cleaning. My daughter Jazzy's there in the background. She's playing around and having a good time this morning. So I've been doing a lot of thinking about 7-habit parenting. 7 habits is something that our school, our martial arts school, we teach our kids and our students, and something that I go over with my own family quite a bit. So I wanted to share with you a common challenge that I hear from our parents in our martial arts school, and even as a parent of a 5-year-old and a 4-year-old, is simply, how do we get kids to listen the first time? It's a challenge. It is a big challenge. So I got 3 tips for you. This is something that I use to success. And of course, there's other things that we can do. But in just a couple minute video here, I'm going to give you 3 tips in order to get your children to listen the first time. Now, before we get into those 3 tips, I want to let you know is at the end of this video, I'm going to give you a tip. If you would like more tips on how to bully-proof your child and to build more confidence, a great website and link to go to in order to get that. Okay. So one of the things I want to let you know about is, before I give you those 3 tips, is just simply is that we need to understand is that our kids, when we're talking to them, they might not actually hear us. So make sure that they do hear you. Does that mean yelling and screaming through, 3 walls, to 2 other rooms, down the hallway, or even to upstairs? That's not what I'm talking about. Make sure that they can hear you. Probably have them right in front of you. We also need to understand, whether we like it or not, our children, they might be ignoring us. So that is possible as well. So just remember, they may not hear you, or they also just might be ignoring us as well. So what are the 3 tips then in order to get children to listen the first time? I think they're common sense. I think it's pretty straightforward, but I believe if you utilize these tips that you're going to end up getting kids to listen the first time a little bit more. So tip number 1 is not actually the first tip. There's actually 4 tips here. But the prefix to tip number 1 is get your child right in front of you when you want to tell them what it is that you want. Literally have them stand right in front of you, look them in the eye when you do that, so you have their acknowledgement. So there's no doubt that they can hear you, and there's no doubt that they can understand you. So tip number 1 is give them a reason for what they're about to do. So Johnny, or my daughter, Jazzy, we're going to brush our teeth right now because it is time for bed. Okay. So number 1 is give them a reason for what they're about to do. I have them stand right in front of me, look them in the eyes, and I kneel down at their eye level, and I give them a reason for what they're about to do. Number 2, give them an end time. Give them a date. Give them, I need this done by. So again, simply what I do is I have my daughter, my son stand right in front of me, and Jazzy, Elias, we're going to brush our teeth. It's about time for bed. So that's the first tip. I'm giving them a reason. It's about time to go to bed. And I need you to brush your teeth by the time Daddy gets back, because I'm going to go and I'm going to change. By the time I get back, I need you to be done. So give them an end time, whether it is a few minutes, by the time I come back, whatever that might be, so that they know that this doesn't go on and on and on, and that they need to do what you do. Okay, so again, number 1, give them a reason. Number 2, give them an end time. It's kind of like a goal. Give them a time frame in order to meet that goal. And the third is give them a consequence. I need you to brush your teeth by the time I come back after I dress. If you're not done, I'm not going to do X, Y, and Z, or I'm not going to allow you to do X, Y, and Z. So think about that too. So number 1, give them a reason. Number 2, give them a time frame. And then number 3, provide a consequence for that as well. But before any of that happens, I suggest make sure that they can hear you, make sure that they can understand you as well. So simple 3 tips to get our children to listen the first time. So I hope you enjoyed those tips. If you would like more tips on how to bully-proof your child, on how to give your child more confidence, please go to www www.risingsunjupiter. There's going to be a box that says, hey, put your name and your email. And if you would like a document, a really great PDF document that we wrote up for you to get tips on how to bully proof your child and how to get your child more confidence, check that out as well. So this is Guru Neil at Rising Sun Martial Arts in downtown Abacoa. We'll see you next time with respect from the heart.